Hello, I'm Colin Green, and you are listening to Spike Pit, Episode 1. Hello world, this is Colin Green at Spike Pit Podcast. I suppose I better explain myself. I am a long-time tabletop, what should we say, addict really. I enjoy role-playing games, board games, card games, you name it. Anything that's not on a computer really and is a game. I forgot about war games, of course, which was a big thing for me back in my old Games Workshop Warhammer days. And that got way too expensive and time consuming, painting armies, etc. So after a long time out during my time raising a family, father of 3, I didn't play role-playing games, but I have come back to it since 5e and have set up a face-to-face group, as they're called nowadays, with the advent of online gaming. Used to just be a D&D group. Now it's a face-to-face group. Not that I've got anything against online gaming, I'm not so great with computers. It's something I feel that I'm going to have to investigate further. What I'm hoping to do here is just throw open a bit of a conversation, much like the other anchorites. I've been inspired by the likes of Jason Hobbs, the Old Man Grognard, Tim Shorts. You all know who you are. My background is in art, and I play a bit of guitar. What I've found is Anchor is a very kind of enjoyable outlet. I don't know about creative outlet. It's something that's can be fairly spontaneous. I feel people get stuff off their chest. The word catharsis crops up on a fairly regular basis. Yeah, I just really enjoy it. The anchorite community seems like a fairly decent bunch. I'm not going to blather on too much, as this is just a bit of an introduction.
Hey, Colin, it's Old Man Grognard. How you doing? Listen to your first episode. Sounds absolutely fantastic. I love it. You got something to say, you say it. Absolutely, whatever it is. I'm not much of a politics guy, but hell, I'll listen once in a while. But I love gaming. You got some good background there as far as like experience and things like that. I'm a guy who came back to gaming too, so I can relate to that. And I'm gonna just look forward to seeing, or rather hearing, more of you coming up. So keep it going, man. We can use another voice out there. Always use another voice out there. Good luck, and I'll talk to you later.
Hey, Colin, thanks for giving me a shout, man. I appreciate the comments and feedback about artifacts and monsters the way you do it. I had thought the same thing when I first looked at the 5e DMG. It was like, I'm just going to start creating random bits and pieces because there's a nice little way to show how to do it in the back. And then you don't have players that know every single thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, I tend to sort of create them myself as well. I think I'm going to run out of time here. Artifact-wise, I've been, like I said, pouring through the 1E DMG, and I've just got some really good ideas for this weird season stone. And one of them is, whoever sort of keeps it and touches it, gets aged 100 years. And that kind of plays into the whole thing. Anyway, thanks, man. Have a good one.
Colin, Tim Shorts from Gothridge Manor. Glad you finally decided to do your own podcast. Glad to hear. Can't wait to hear what you come up with. I've been hearing you calling in, all of us. So I'm glad you decided to join us and join in on this conversation that we're having here. It's been a lot of fun, and with you in it's going to only improve that conversation. So welcome aboard and looking forward to it.
Spike Pit, so glad to have you joining us here. This is Jay Murphy with the Vanishing Tower podcast, and Hobbs has opened up floodgate of fun with turning us all on to Anchor. You've been a solid commentator, and it's been really enjoyable hearing people from across the pond comment on Hobbs's Random Screed. Once again, Jay with Vanishing Tower podcast, welcoming you to the material plane.
Hey, Colin. This is Jason Hobbs from Random Screed. Hey man, it was kind of thrilling to hear you talk on your own show. I certainly hope it doesn't mean that we won't have you calling into the other OSR Anchorite shows, because those are always a sheer pleasure for certain, and your call-ins often give me stuff to talk about, so I really appreciate those. Either way, I think that you'll get better as you go. I am positive I have, and I really feel like a lot of the others have gotten better as they've gone as well. Glenn pretty much already did this thing on video, so he's an old hat, I suppose. But Tenkar definitely got better. James Spahn better. Matt better. Tim all got better, and I know you will too, man. So welcome, the official welcome, Colin. See you later.
I'm going to call that a wrap. Take it easy, and catch you later. Hello, future Colin here. Just going back over some old episodes. I hope you enjoyed episode 1. I like to think I'll get better as I go along, so I urge you to listen to some more, and thanks for listening.